Hello, everybody. Dagmar Bryant, Mindset and Transformational Coach, coming to you today to focus on the ripple effect. Now, what do I mean about the ripple effect? Well, think about it. It's in everything that we do. Imagine for yourself a moment that you are throwing a pebble into water, into a pond or a lake or whatever that happens to be, and as that pebble lands, you get that ripple effect going out with the water out further and further. And we don't often realize it, but our actions, our behaviors, the words that we say can have exactly that kind of effect, the ripple effect on others. Often we don't even think about what we are doing, we just go out and do it. The simplest example that I can think of with respect to the ripple effect is what we do and say with our kids. There are certain behaviors and things that we do that they're going to take on. I remember many years ago, one of my daughters, my youngest daughter, she was probably about 2, and I was driving in the car getting really frustrated because there was someone who was just cutting in and out of traffic and being a real jerk. And lucky for me that I didn't swear or say anything bad, but I said, "Oh, that absolute twit." And in the back seat, you heard this little voice going, "Tweet, tweet." And I thought, oh, I've got to be really careful of what I say. And that made me, for the first time, really aware of, people are watching you, but you don't always think about people watching you. It's like when I do these videos. I had a lovely lady contact me yesterday from New Zealand. Hello, I won't say your name on camera, but it was lovely because she had seen me on stage in Christchurch quite a few years ago now, and she contacted me and wanted to have a one-to-one chat. So I thought that was fabulous. The videos that I'm doing do have an effect, and they do have a lovely reach. So thank you for that. And I know that it is like that a lot with social media. We get people who will never ever comment, who never like anything that you do or say or post, and yet they'll be watching, they'll be aware of what's going on with you. I would suggest that maybe when you are in a very public environment or when you're in business, be mindful of the kind of focus that you're putting on yourself. There's probably no harm in once in a while having a rant, swearing, carrying on, or posting something a little bit controversial because it sparks interest. But by the same token, if you're doing that all of the time, then people are going to recognize that as part of who you are. Now, if you want that to be the case, that's fine. There's no problem with that. But by the same token, it wouldn't fit with someone like me, for example, to be doing that on camera because it's not part of who I am and it's not part of what I want to be known for. So I have to be very mindful. It's like when I did the video the other week. And I said to you, I didn't do a video the day before because I was angry, and that would have come across in the video. If I can't help you, then how is it going to be positive for me to do a video on mindset for you? So I'm very conscious of that all of the time. Even if you're not doing it on social media, just in your day-to-day life, by focusing on a positive effect, we can have a positive effect on others. I know I've spoken about this before, smile. Smile can make such a change to the way that other people react to us. When we're driving on the road, the way that we drive on the road, I've got another funny story for you. I remember living in California, and Glenn and I, we'd invariably go out for a drive down Beach Boulevard towards Huntington Beach. And whenever I was driving, I'd get the green lights. Green, 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 green. And if anyone knows Beach Boulevard, you know there's a lot of lights going down to Huntington Beach. And Glenn would always say to me, you're sprinkling that fairy pixie dust to get all those green lights happening for you. And then whenever he'd drive, it'd be red, red, red. And it was so funny to watch. And this is where I'm saying to you, our focus, our attitude, the way that our energy is can have a ripple effect on other things around us. So today, my challenge to you is to say to you, be mindful of that ripple effect, what you are doing. If you find that you're doing something that maybe you don't like about yourself, or that you don't like the reaction in others, change the way you're doing things so that the ripple effect can turn to the positive rather than from the negative. If there's something that you're doing that you're going, oh, I should really be stopping that, then do that. Make that your focus, maybe not even just for today, going forward for the rest of the week. And if you like the changes that you're seeing, keep that going. Thanks for listening, guys. Lovely to see you all. And don't forget to share, like, and comment, and talk to you again tomorrow.